Hey, don't mind me. Last night vlog was a little bit interesting because I was still trying to process what exactly had happened. Because last night's hockey game was interesting, to say the least. As a Flyers fan, obviously, I'm not like crazy happy with the outcome of the game. But as a hockey fan, that was excellent. That was one of the most fantastic hockey games I've seen in quite some time. I think I've done this a couple times now. I did this with the extra long game where I was like, thank God it's over. And then the next day I came back and I was like, that was some fantastic hockey that we were watching last night with the 5 overtime. And Sarah's just been sitting there reading about all the drama that's going on, which is actually hilarious as well.
Oh my gosh, this drama is so entertaining.
Yeah, don't mind the Phillies proceeding to blow a 5-run lead behind me. But Philly sports. It was an awful day in Philly sports yesterday. Sixers lost, Phillies lost, and the Flyers lost. If you can hear Tom Fox in the background, that's because he's live streaming Persona 5 Royal, and yeah, watching that as well. But just kind of recovering from last night and realizing in retrospect, that was a good game. As a neutral perspective, as a Flyers fan, I'm disappointed in my team. Well, for some reasons, but for other reasons, that was a great game last night. Honestly, yes, I was pissed after the loss, but looking at it now, I think that's the most accepting of a Flyers loss I've ever been. I don't know how you feel about that.
I feel like I agree with one of the articles that I was reading about the game last night, basically being like, we lost, but I think it was good for the Flyers because it woke up the boys.
Yeah. And more importantly, I think it means that Game 6 is going to be phenomenal. I would not be surprised if Game 6 is much, much, much more competitive than even last night's game was. So tomorrow is honestly a must-watch for us. I mean, obviously, because if the Flyers do advance, which I'm hoping they will, we want to be there and watch that. But also, I just think tomorrow night's game, for a series that has been pegged by many as boring throughout the rest of it, and I don't necessarily agree with that thought, just because I think that it's a defensive goalie battle. It was pegged such from the beginning, and when you're going to sit there and be like, well, they're playing trap hockey the whole time, yeah, it's a little boring. But are you watching some of the plays and save these guys are making? Because I don't necessarily agree with that. But anyway, tomorrow's game should be incredibly entertaining, and I'm hopefully not editing this vlog being like, why did I say that? But this is in the moment. This is probably not going to be edited for another week or so. So what happens tomorrow, I'm still obviously not aware yet, but those are my thoughts so far. I'm excited. Did I call the Phils blowing that lead or what? Anyway, on to something different. Please, learn from our mistake. If you ever order furniture online and you see that it is coming from a shipping provider called EFW, cancel that order immediately. I don't know if you guys remember, because it's been so long ago. I literally... You done? You got it open?
I'm sorry, I want to eat ice cream. After this EFW shenanigans, I just need to stress eat ice cream.
See? She knows. But yeah, if you ever... Alright, you good?
I'm good.
You ever see a furniture from an online shipping company, and I know Target uses them, and I think I've seen some people online saying Walmart does too, and I will never buy bulk furniture on Target.com ever again. Not Target's fault. By the way, Target was great and worked to resolve the situation, but they're the only ones. You ever see that EFW shipping provider run like hell? Get your order canceled, get your refund as soon as possible, because it is going to be a logistical nightmare. So again, we placed our order on July 24th for this couch. I told you guys about it. It's been so long ago you've probably forgotten, but I did tell you guys about it shortly after we did it. And that's about it. Here we sit on August 20th, and we're still sitting in the flimsy IKEA chairs that we've been working for more than a month, or almost a month, to replace. And so to rewind a little bit and give you a little bit of the what the heck happened. So because they've been kind of throwing us through loops for a while now. And so the first indication was something was wrong was on August 2nd. I got an email just telling me, hey, the shipping is delayed. Great. What does that mean? And the tracking information, and they do have a tracking website, by the way. The tracking information just doesn't mention this at all. The only thing I got is this one-off email that says, oh, I think I have it pulled up somewhere. Yeah, it just says, due to an unexpected delay, your shipment, blah, 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 may not be delivered within the originally estimated time frame. Which, by the way, this was the estimated timeline today. They sent this 3 weeks ago. And they still didn't have time to work it out. So we've just been kind of waiting. And then last week, I think last week to the day, we got a message, and again, Sarah has not left the house basically ever since this whole thing started. We got an alert that was like, closed, not delivered. Great. That doesn't mean a whole lot because we didn't pay for the complicated shipping service. The only thing they were supposed to do is drop it off at the door. That's it. We didn't pay for them to bring it in the house. We didn't pay for any of that. So the fact that, well, first off, Sarah was home. We were not closed. Second off, their service that we paid for doesn't require getting in the door anyway. So even if it was closed, it doesn't require a signature either, by the way. So even if, for whatever reason, Sarah was not home, it doesn't make any sense. Because the couch would go outside. They don't, like literally the service we paid for, they don't make any attempt to deliver it inside. They don't need a signature, they don't need an appointment. It is supposed to stay outside. And we did not pay for upgraded service. So that's what I was expecting, to find the couch just dumped out on the street and have to be like, hey Sarah, watch the couch until I get home because otherwise somebody's going to take it. That's what I'm expecting. But they did that. And because that got updated on their website, that reflected on Target's website as well. But what made even less sense is when I tried to call them, and by the way, nobody picked up the phones, so the only way I was able to get in contact with them was through the automated system, and the automated system stated that it was delivered, which didn't make any sense at all. So, even Target was confused by this, because I called up their guest relations line, and they were like, yeah, just wait it out, just wait it out until today. And I was like, alright, here's today, it's 8 o'clock, this couch is nowhere to be seen. And so I called guest relations again, and they were basically like, yeah, so they never picked it up in the first place. They lied about it the entire time. So, yeah. Meanwhile, we've ordered other pieces of furniture. I'm sitting on a new office chair that I wasn't sitting on. We ordered this thing like a week ago, and I'm sitting on it because Amazon delivery is perfectly fine because they don't use stupid providers.
So, guess what? We ordered another love seat
From Amazon. Because I wasn't intending to say never order anything from Target again. So I was like, if I reordered this couch, because we still wanted the love seat, I was like, if we reorder this from you guys, can we get a different provider? And they were like, no, that's the only one we do business with. And I was like, great, goodbye. And again, this isn't necessarily Target's fault, other than the fact that they chose a really bad shipping provider. And we get deliveries from Target all the time. The ship from store program works fantastic. You know, we've never lost a package from that. Because it's delivered via UPS, a regular shipping provider. And I know I've made fun of UPS in the past, but like, it's been like a day or two delayed at the most, and it's just their website's been wrong. Here, the entire thing has been wrong, where they didn't even bother to pick up the package in the first place. They didn't tell anybody about it until now. Learn from our mistake. Never use EFW. If anything new everybody online says that they're using EFW, get the money back immediately. It will not show up. Their customer support team is useless. I mean, I'm guessing because they didn't even bother to answer our calls in the first place, and the automated system clearly doesn't even agree with the website. Yeah, we're getting a new love seat from Amazon now. So, it's supposed to ship in like a week. So maybe 2 weeks from now, this time we'll actually have a love seat. Now that we're a month into trying to get one.
It said its estimated delivery was like September 5th to September 16th or something. So.
Whatever. Is it using EFW?
I don't think so. I gotta go check.
I really hope not.